Good evening, everybody. I am once again back at it. I have been working at this a lot. Look at my description. I don't even know what day I'm on this thing now. I'm starting ready to just start counting months because I started working on it at the end of October, basically beginning of November last year. So now I've gone through November and December of a new year worth of work. So I'm on month 15, so I probably am not. Probably month 14 would be incorrect, so I should probably change that. But that said, I can't be sure I've missed. That would be I've missed 120 days of 360. That's like saying I've taken 3 months off in the last 15 months, and that doesn't feel right. Just does not feel right. Because if the last, that's actually saying I've missed more than that. It's almost missed a third of a year. Oh no, there's no way. Because I do like 6 months. I'm totally losing track of how many days I've actually worked on this. And unfortunately, I can't count days I've streamed because I work on it way more often than I stream. Um, Even over the holiday here, I think I only took like 2 days before I didn't do anything. Maybe 3 days. Yeah, Christmas. I don't think I did anything. The day after Christmas, I'm pretty sure I didn't do anything. Actually, did I do stuff on Christmas? I don't know. I'm always doing something, but significant work days where I put in measurable hours. I mean, like multiple 2, 3, 4 plus, in that, and then all the way up to however long, 10, 12 days, 10, 12 hour days I put in. Truthfully, I haven't done a lot of 16, 18, 20 hour days. I'm not crazy. I'm trying not to go insane doing this, but I haven't burned out, so I'm doing pretty good there. In fact, I'm itching to get back to it almost every time. In fact, I have a hard time stopping still. So there's that, which is good. But I got to keep the priorities straight. So obviously, family, friends, just having a life has to take priority. Even though all of my work day and other than when I'm trying to make money, like door dashing or studying for my physical trainer PT skills to take the test. Other than those times, I am pretty much on this. I'm working on this constantly. I do play other games. I mean, I do occasionally get them on my phone. I do get distracted. I have those times too. But I do manage to stick with it and keep going and not feel the burnout. Because I'm a person who can take satisfaction in the small victories, which you have to. You have to. If you are going to be a solo dev working on a project, especially a big project, you have to be able to take solace and joy and excitement and be happy in the small victories, the to getting small things to work, small functionalities to happen, and being able to see things start coming together and just be excited by that and not feel like the end result is the only thing that matters, because that end result could be a long time away. I'm well over a year into it, and I don't know where I'll be in a year from now. I would like to say I'll definitely have a demo. I expect I'll have maybe even a couple of demos out by then. Advances into it. Will I be at beta in a year? That would be 2 years into a beta. That would be pretty good. Beta means I'm close, right? Beta means I'm close to a release. So I would love to be able to say by next Christmas that I've got some kind of beta state going, and I'm ready to start working on it and get. I'm hoping to start even working on another attempt at getting some funding through Kickstarter in the next couple of months, if I can get a demo going, because that's kind of the big thing. So we'll see. Anyhow, thing I've been working on lately is a system health check. It's just something that when the system's down or something's not working, that I'm notified instead of having the app just blow up on me. And here's the thing: I have to do this because it's something useful to not only me and the users, but it's to me to tell me, hey dummy, you didn't turn on the services. This isn't gonna work without the services. You gotta You gotta turn those back on. So yeah, I am in the process of trying to get my notification system set up. So what that entails is I have multiple panels I set up, and I set up some code to populate these notices. And I'm using my notification or my announcement board is going to be where a lot of this stuff comes up. It's kind of like the background, you know, it's just all it is. And all of my notices and things that come up and events and all that stuff come up on the announcement board. So that's what I'll be using for that. I need to get rid of a couple of things I've obsoleted. Service, health, dialogue. Right, service. Oops, don't know how to spell. Service, health. Right. So I can get rid of a couple of these things. Dialogue. And I had to simplify. I overdid the. It was overcomplicated. I'm like, what am I doing, man? This is not this much work. Yeah, I create all these components, and they're just like, no. Let's not do it that way. Just make my life less challenging, you know? Let's make it nice. Okay, so I do got to plug these things in, though. What do I got here? I think my home screen has my other components. Let's see here. Nope. Content container. Oh, app initializer. Okay, so the content container. Okay, so we're going to try and, I think this is where I want to put this. So, oh, it's right here, server health. Dialogue. The app initializer. Still referencing. Now I do use, now for those of you who are new, I do use AI for some of my stuff, writing some of my bulk code. I do go back a lot and re-edit it, recheck it, adjust it for my own purposes, get it down to the way I want it. It is pretty consistently in need of refactoring, but it does allow me to like build bulk content. So I don't have to, like my service, I just created my last service. A lot of that was done with AI because I didn't have to create the functionality of the service so much as the plugging it in, creating the gRPC gateway setups. I have noticed this is one of the things I've noticed. I've been looking, watching YouTube, watching some other game developers, and many of the developers are very, not all of them. Thomas Brush is not anti-AI, but I think if you are an artist, they will almost always use AI for their coding, and they have no qualms about it at all. I mean, they don't have any issues with it. But artists despise the use of AI art. And I'm going to put this out there, folks. I will let you know. I do use AI art. I would love to use people art. I would love to give people the satisfaction of helping me build this thing and allow them to help me build the images and be able to pay them to do it. I am now going on 2 years of unemployment. So my money is burning through. And I mean, it's just, I'm burning through retirement trying to get this done. I'm trying to work miscellaneous jobs just to try to slow that burn. And yeah, there's no money for paying people to do art for me. Art is expensive. In fact, they will even tell you that online. And here's the thing about AI art. I know it's not as nice as what a person can do. A good artist can do. Trust me, I've had many artists try to sell me stuff, and it's basically AI art. In fact, that's getting to be a problem now. There's plenty of artists that have attempted to, hey, look, I created this thing for you as an example of, you want to pay me, I can do more. And I can very clearly see the AI flaws in it, like stupid things, missing fingers, hair that goes weird directions, doesn't make any sense, just stuff it's odd. I'm like, why would you try to sell me AI art? I'm not, you don't, I mean, the idea is if it's built into something that's got functionality in it, design to it, as long as it looks good, as long as you make the effort of editing it, tweaking it. The other day I saw a YouTube video where somebody used AI art for this finance thing, and it was interesting financial information about something about two-income families. But it had very clearly, I don't even know when he did this, but like words misspelled everywhere, like AI misspellings, like weird letters in weird places, the bankruptcy spelled with Q's and missorted letters, and I'm like, what the heck, dude? Did you even look at this? And it was multiple. It was like all over the place. It wasn't just one odd space. It was just like the person didn't even bother to look at their AI images. They just threw them all in. Get this, throw it in, and then do my thing. If you're going to use AI art, make a little effort. I mean, you got to go in there and fix it. And here's the other thing. They say AI art steals people's work. Now, I don't look for work that's specific to anything. I don't say, hey, give me an image that looks just like this, because it'll probably give you an image that looks just like that. There are no artists that I know I've ever met that have never gone to a museum and been inspired. They are essentially looking at other artists' work and using it to create their own creations, but their work is inspired by them. They have taken that knowledge into their head and they went and created their own thing that uses a similar design, a similar structure, similar this, that, or the other thing. Maybe they combine 2 or 3 or 4 different artists. Sound familiar? They looked at coffee table books. They looked at other people's art. They looked at what other people were doing, and they created their own thing, trying to utilize different flares, different things that they've learned. Sound familiar? That's human art. I don't know that there are any human artists out there that have never looked at anyone else's art and then said, hey, I can do something like that, and then use that art as their inspiration. Maybe they purposely try to go a different direction. Yes, that might be true. AI is not smart enough to purposely go a different direction in a lot of cases, unless you tell it to go a different direction. You say, I want this or that, and then it combines and tweaks and looks at other things and takes the different variations. If you say you want this kind of lighting, it goes through and puts this kind of lighting on it. Is it stealing artwork from someone else? It's using lighting that might be created that someone else may have used. But, you know, it's to say you want background lighting is not to say I stole it from so and so who used background lighting. The first person ever, I guarantee you, artists have never gone to the people at the artists of a museum and said, "Hey, can I use your art as a inspiration to my art?" No, nobody does that, and AI doesn't do it either. So people saying are stealing other people's art without permission. These artists need to ask themselves, really, do you ever ask permission for all of the art that you've been inspired by in your life? I don't think so. And think of it this way. For all those bad artists out there, human bad artists who are inspired by other people's art, think of AI as one of those. They're better in a lot of ways than a lot of, I mean, I would say, you know, you've got your great artists who just make AI look like crap. But there's a lot of low-tier human artists that can make AI look pretty good. So, and I'm one of those. So, when, between me doing it and AI doing it, I'll take AI. And since those are the only two options that are free, are not even free. I mean, really, 20, 30, 40. If I paid AI or an AI service, you know, $40 a month to help me generate the art I need. Well, if you know any professional artists who can do that for $40 a month and give me what I'm looking for, or, you know, hundreds of images, let me know. I'll reach out to them and say, "Hey, dude, $40 a month." But that's not a very reasonable pay for a human. So anyway, that's it. I use AI art, and I will use real art if I ever come across enough money to swap out my art for real art, people art, we'll call it. Anyway. That's really still needed. The manager uses singleton pattern, so alright, remove, added, imported singleton patterns. Simplify how check logic, no serialized field, single event callback, cleaner logic. The scene file still has a remnant, but it's already null unsigned, so it won't cause issues. It will be cleaned by automatically when you open the scene, and you can now safely delete the 3 deprecated component scripts. I did that. Okay. Import FTZF managers. Is part of the UI canvas. UI or can't disable the enable the manager should exist independently of the UI. Manager should exist independently of the UI. Controls managers with don't destroy should typically load by the root level clean separation. Root level game object. So it wants me to put it on the main canvas. Do I have anything on the main canvas? App initializer. Initializer is on the content container side, and since it triggers the health check, or at least it was. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I guess let's go here first. We'll go to the main canvas. I don't know what's on here. The game object called service health. Oh, so it wants me to create its own object. I don't like objects that are just objects. They bother me. They bother me, man. I mean, it's like I feel like game objects that are nothing more than a component just feel weird to me. Yeah, but Training Manager has a panel associated to it. Well, event system, I guess, doesn't. What is this? Oh, that's my background camera, which I don't really use. I don't know what I'm doing. It's just, oh, that's my training manager, my training triggers. I will be using, I use this to try to, this is my learning, my walk you through training. So I have to use that. So I'm trying to decide here. Service Health Manager is a persistent global system root level app initially a scene bootstrapper, main scene container, football sim. Keeping them separate allows the Health Manager to survive scene transitions, while the initializer only runs once per scene load. Yeah. But as the health, I don't know if my system health, I guess it should be, huh? It should be something I check for all the time. Because now that I think about it, I mean, you could be driving down the road, not you playing the game, but you sitting in the chair being good and letting someone else drive the car while you're playing the game. And you go into a place where it's a dead zone, and then all of a sudden the network's not available, and it needs to tell you. It's just something that's going to have to run regularly, I suppose. It's like I'm kind of in that state of hot-cold, you know, where I'm hot one second, cold the next. It's probably just me. Okay, fine. Let's do it. We'll create a new game object, blah, blah, blah. Game object. We'll just call it service health. Manager. Then we'll add this component. All right, so health checker. Service health manager still has references to. You know what? I think I need to close this and reopen it. so that Unity can rebuild stuff, because I deleted some things that I think Unity needs to deal with its assets. It's one of those things about Unity. It's not, when you delete objects, it doesn't delete the whole thing. It doesn't delete the asset files or meta files that Unity creates for every single object in the application. So then you have to basically, I think there might be another way to have it reload them. It's got to be a better way than doing this. Oops, got some. Oh, that's why it didn't do something. We have compile errors. Boo, I should have looked at that first. Always check for compile errors in Unity. When the first thing, if something doesn't appear to be erasing or updating itself right, it's probably because something's not compiling. Let's turn on some background noise. I am considerably the silence is deafening. Wait, Christian McCaffrey was in Anaconda? I didn't know that. I saw the movie.
Talking about no hesitation, no fear. The perfect bait. Someone with speed and good hands. The hell are you talking about? No hesitation, no fear. You need someone who runs towards the threat. I was wrong! Run away! He's right behind you! In theaters, Christmas. Rated PG-13.
Okay, so he was in a commercial for it apparently, or just silly. All right, sorry. Let's go back. All right. So the Broncos. Hey, by the way, AFC #1 spot for all you anti Bronco fans. Boo! Denver's #1. Best record in the league. Okay, well, they're tied for the best record in the league with Seattle, the other conference championship. And, of course, the Patriots, who are not the champion, first seed. So, yeah, there's Denver did it. I'll tell you, though, it's going to be a bumpy ride through the playoffs at the rate they're going. I'm telling you. Denver makes every game interesting. Doesn't matter who they're playing. They don't seem to have what it takes to make a game easy. So, yeah, I don't know, man.
To create a fourth installment, but as the trailer for the fourth film is quite confusing, fans of the franchise have come up with different crazy theories about what.
All right, so let's try this again. Just kind of get me some noise in the background so I'm not like, I don't know, bugged by lack of noise. Because I can get bugged by lack of noise. That's my thing. I gotta have something going on sometimes. My brain can focus better, strangely enough, through noise. can't expect things to work with a compile error. Compile error. Pretty emphasis on the I guess. So, the game against the Chargers today was supposed to be easy because the Chargers are sitting a bunch of their stars. So if the Chargers and their stars manage to beat the Patriots, Denver has to play them a third time. And they're going to be playing with more than their, it's like Denver was just dodging bullets all season. And the Jaguars, they hit them. They got a bullet off. Same with the Chargers in their first meetup and Colts in their first meetup. Denver lost to both those teams by like a field goal or some crazy thing. It's always close, and they're just dodging bullets. And I'm afraid when you get to the playoffs, there's gonna be too many bullets. It's kind of like it'll be Neo, he could stop 20, 30, 40 bullets, but some bullet comes in and he misses the dodge. That's what I feel like. They're not Neo. They're gonna miss one of these dang bullets. It's gonna go right through them, and they're gonna be like, "Oops." So I don't know. I'm gonna be rooting for them. I'll be screaming. I'll be mad when they get knocked out of the playoffs. If they do, they only have to win twice. They could just pull it off, and then they're in the Super Bowl. And does that mean they're going to be playing the Seahawks again? Oh my gosh. If there's a year I don't want to be playing the Seahawks again, because I can't stomach another Denver loss to Seattle. I mean, truthfully, Seattle doesn't have the defense they once did, but it's I don't know, man. I'm just nervous. I'm nervous. It's going to be a nervous playoff round, man. But we'll just have to see how it goes, man. Okay, so we're compiled now. So now I should be able to go over here. All right, so we got all of our stuff in our service health checker. Okay, so I got to put in my announcement board panel, the notification panel, and the notification details pop-up panel, which is inside of the body text here. And then we have UI text, which is going to be this title. And we have the body text. The details text, which I think is right here. And then we have the UI continue button. It shouldn't be called go offline. I should probably just call it continue. It might say go offline. And the details. Network service unavailable. Some or all services are currently unavailable. Continue to play offline. And I am going to go here. And I'm going to change this button's name because it's just going to be continue. And then we're going to go over here and change the text. And it's just, oh, it already says continue. Okay. And I think, what else do I need? Anything else? Auto check on start and health check timeout. Okay, I guess that's it. All right, so what's my announcement board? or my content container have. Perform health check on startup. So I think one of those is redundant. unless, okay, let me check. ICA perform health check on startup in the app initializer and a auto check on start. Auto check on start. In the service health map. Are these redundant or sequential? As in initializer runs health manager SHM runs check. It's kind of weird though. I mean, are they really? I mean, so okay. I don't have a close, quit, get out of the app option. It's really just notifying that you will be offline. Sorry, kind of thing. There's not a what do you want to call it? An option to just say nope, I'm quitting then if I can't be online. Why, you say? Because I feel like it's unnecessary. He says with a question mark. I'm trying to make sure that things look fine here. These guys are not aligned, right? Y83. Negative 201. 201. There we go. Gotta get them looking semi close to the same, right? All right, so now when I shrink this down. Okay. Now, let's see what it does. I think we're in good shape to see what at least what's going on, right? Let's go see how this works. I currently do not have any services running, so it should, well, at least I don't think I do. Let's go make sure. Yep, nothing's running. Wait, wrong thing. Oh no, wait, they're all running. Oh no, I turned off gateway. Gateway's off. Okay. So let's go ahead and just see what happens. It should blow up with something saying, hey, we can't reach the gateway, man. The world's coming to an end. You're going to have to explain to us what the frick is happening here. Let's see what happens. Wow. What the McCooties, man? Nothing happened. Where the heck is my service outlet? Where'd it go? Okay. That's weird. Okay, so, well, let's turn this off for now, because that's not supposed to be, oh no, that can be on, but something's not supposed to be visible here. Yeah, let's turn this off. This off. Those guys shouldn't be visible until they get called up. Alright, let's try it again. Even the navigation panel technically should not be visible. Well, everything loaded. It just didn't show anything. I'm guessing it failed. A variable M shared material. I don't know what any of that is. But we definitely have some problems. I mean, none of my services are available at the moment, so I know that's a problem because I turned them off. Huh. Notification panel open, but announcement board panel, announcement board panel opened. Available as it should, but no message, text, or you know, it's weird. It's like some things aren't even there. Where are they? Look. Where the heck's the rest of my... Look, it's like there, but when I start it, it disappears. That's weird, man. Oh, I probably don't need this one. I don't think that does anything. Alright, so let's try that again. Wait, do we still have a text, a compiler? Oh, that's right, it took it off the other thing. Okay, so we're fine. So it is running here. But navigation panel doesn't need to be active either. And we start, okay. What is going on, man? Hello, hello. Alright, we're doing this, and then we're running, and we find it. Oh, look, stuff loaded. Okay. Network service unavailable. Should be network services, which is fine. This text is kind of small, though, huh? I mean, it's, yeah, it's not great, but it's there. All right, so If I hit continue, let's see what details pops up. No, no. Oh, whoops, that's not a button. This is a button. Unavailable service, gateway connection failed. All right, there we go. That's good. Let me toggle this off. Nice, nice. Perfect. If you have any ideas, what can I make this look like? I don't want to look. I don't like it looking like it's written straight on the board, but I try to put up a page document, but then it only shows up in the middle and it's very tiny. I don't think it would be big enough to read because, I mean, on this screen here, this is my phone, and essentially that's supposed to be this guy, right? And that's bigger than this guy, which means that text is even smaller than what I've got showing. If I were to actually shrink that down to my phone size, oops, what the heck? I touched it with my finger now. So that's roughly my phone size right there. Now, granted, my phone is maybe a little different. This is a the Dialog's a 5G. Mine is a Z Fold 2. This is a 5. I love the 7s. I would love to get a 7, but can't afford a 7. So. All right, so. It's kind of funny. This guy's coat. Check out this guy's coat. All right, I had that coat. I had it for a long time. It got kind of worn out, and I ended up getting rid of it. But I had that coat for a long time. It was one of my. It was a popular. One of my favorite coats. I don't know if you can still get that coat. I don't know if I would, but I mean it was a cool coat. All right, well, that's that. Okay, so anyway, so that's what my phone size is. It's much bigger than I'm showing here, or this is much bigger than I show on my screen. It's great when it's big, and I had a dialogue background, but it was too tiny. I couldn't. I needed space to write out the text. And I feel like what would happen is I had a page that looked good on here. It looked even better on a full size, on this size of a screen. But it was problematic because obviously this is not what everybody's phone looks like. And I had a nice big, it would be a nice page that would take up this space. But once you shrink that page down, to not get distorted, it had to be very small. And so now I was trying to figure out, well, how could I use that? And you can't really zoom in. I mean you can. The only other option is to do something goofy, like have a scrolly page, where you can move around the whole document. But I don't know. I don't like that, really. My feeling is it should fit on your screen, unless you just have to have something big. But it's more often than not, I don't feel like you have to have stuff big. It might have to be smaller to fit on a small screen. That's the way life is if you want it on a small screen. But it shouldn't have to scroll. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know if I'll fix that at some point in the future. But right now, the plan is that I will not have a screen that's bigger than the play area. If I can't, why? I don't understand why I wouldn't be able to fit it. Now, I plan playing that game called The Program, and it has an image that doesn't fit the screen, and so you have to kind of scroll around. And it's a fixed size image, so if you have a tiny screen, you have to scroll more. They don't adjust for your area. If you play a game like I think there's a game called Watcher of Realms, and it's got a big screen area too. And I think Watcher of Realms actually, let me look. Actually, let's go look at it. I'm pretty sure that Watcher of Realms, well, maybe it does scroll. Actually, Watcher of Realms might actually scroll on the PC version too. I don't know if you have too small of a screen. So if I go to apps here and look. Now, I might not be able to play this because they update all the time. And so looking at this may not be... Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Oh, there it goes. So it's doing this update. Okay, so actually my phone is open. So it actually is rotating. It's using the phone in I don't even know what form this is. What is it doing? I don't know why it keeps pausing like that. Why is it doing that? Stop doing that. They keep adding updates to this. I just wanted to see. Actually, you know what? This app, I was going to close my phone, actually. I want to see how this handles. So this is what it looks like. Yeah. Okay, so this is what it looks like in a big screen. So there is some area of toggling, but this is only for your scenery. And in fact, I'm planning to have a scenery, so maybe I will have some of this. This is how I want my game to look. I mean, not like this, but it is fantasy, so you know. But I'm gonna have it'll be a cityscape, or not even a cityscape, kind of a fantasy worldscape where there is like a stadium and some buildings and huts and stuff, assets that would go on there. But so you'll be able to navigate it this way, and then you'll click on the different areas on the screen. But that's neither here nor there because this isn't that problem. This is the problem of them having like this. See, this is never scrollable, right? This is what you see is what you get. This is everything. Now you might have, so I have things like this. That's a different kind of scrollability, but I'm talking about the page itself being outsized. And the only time I think you should ever have is maybe the main scene will scroll. But only if it looks like it's not just a fixed image. The game, I'll never get back to this scene again. They always give you stuff. Okay, the main program, the game called The Program, a football game, has a big image, and they put these little flags out, and you have to click the flags because it's just kind of like, and I think they're even AI generated images. They're kind of generic-y cityscapes, and they have like 3 of them, and I don't know. They're very bland. And they put these flags over certain things, and they're located in specific spots because nothing is hot. There's no hot spaces like this. Like if I clicked on this guy's thing, it opens up his place. Oh, wait. No, maybe it's not his place. I have to click on him specifically. Huh. Okay. I'm pretty sure I can still... Well, that does make things interesting. Is that true? Assets should be clickable, right? Now I'm starting to wonder. Maybe assets aren't clickable. That'll be interesting. I'm hoping they're... Oh yeah, so they have that cool winter thing going on. Unfortunately, I missed it because I didn't play much. I didn't really play this winter. But see, all of their screens are fixed. Oh no, that one scrolls too. Wow, holy moly! So they have. It allows them to have a fixed scenery. See, these are all sceneries. But these aren't. I don't know if I like this. I mean, it works for this, but I can't picture how I would ever use something like that. And I don't know if that's good for my game. I don't think I'm going to have this many cityscapes or sceneries. I'm only going to have the main screen. So they have some stuff that's on here. Obviously, the people are clickable. They do have clickable assets. I'm pretty sure that's a clickable asset. That's a coming soon clickable asset. They have people clickable assets, but they also have this thing. I know that's a clickable asset. You can click on him, doesn't do anything. So, see, you can click on that tower. That's a clickable asset. So there are things that are clickable. I don't think you need to click on the dude. You could just click on this area. So certain I don't know if it's hot areas or hot spaces. Like the dragon is clickable, but I don't know if it's just because he's sitting over this area. I'm not sure how that works, but either way, I think it's about what I want. What is this? My little guy. It's just a little... Is that a snowman? Is a snowman with presents? Ha ha. Anyway, so yeah, that's Watcher Realms. It does do some scrolly stuff, but their main images never scroll. So this stuff doesn't scroll. I mean, it's side-scrolling, but that's not the same. It's not like you would grab it. No, ultimately, what I'm saying is I don't want to have that for my text. Let's just get to the point. The point of what I'm saying is I don't want it for my text, and I don't think anybody else does either because that's a pain in the rear to read. So we won't be doing that. So now, let's go ahead and close that. Go away, don't need it. No, don't need you to open again. Thank you, sir. Go away. All right, I think we got it. I don't know why that first attempt didn't show the thing, but let's go ahead and start the gateway, and we're going to shut off some other, shut off something else. See how this goes. We're going to go back here. Start the gateway up. Because if the gateway is unavailable, bam, you're done. That's it. There's nothing else that matters. It's just going to go, nope. Gateway's down. We're done. And most of my offline stuff is kind of mediocrely available, so I'm not really testing that yet. So if it says the network's down, I'm not going to worry about it too much. So what I do need to do is eventually start getting all this stuff onto the... to the offline mode stuff, but we'll get there. So let's turn off, I don't know, some of these won't even start without certain other things, but let's turn off the leagues component. Let's turn off a couple of these. Just let it give me a full list of what isn't running. Now the problem is, I don't know if I want this popping up every 30 seconds. If it stays off, if we're offline, we're offline. Honestly, I think we get the notification that we're offline, and then only if we're online do we give some kind of a notice that says network services are once again available or something. I mean, I just want it to know. In fact, I might even just put like a dialogue at the top that says we're online, like a status check icon or something that just sits at the top of the app that says, hey, are we like, what are we doing? Hello? Hello? What happened there? I don't see anything happening. Go back here. And let's do a recompile. I don't think I did anything that would have... shouldn't have changed anything, but let's try again. Okay, well, that's interesting. All right, service health check health manager seems to work fine if the gateway is down, but it is not working if some of the backend services not as should. Not available, and gateway is up. So yeah, nothing really happened. In fact, yeah, nothing really happened. Nothing at all. Not a single stinking thing. So I'm confused as to why is the service health manager invisible here? Why is it not showing up? Is it in here? Oh, it's in here. So service health manager. Okay, so let's see here. So it's interesting because do not destroy shows up down here in a do not destroy scene of some kind. I didn't know that. It's going to recompile it. I should probably get to bed because I want to get onto the year's get the year started off good, right? I've been working every day, but still, I mean, I want to get the year started to sorry. Mm-hmm. Nope. I'm gonna have to go into the service health manager, see what's going on. It's just doing a gateway call because the gateway itself is the call. All right, and then we're going down. Oh no. Suck an egg. It created coroutines. I hate coroutines. Why does it do coroutines? I keep telling it, don't do coroutines. Dang it. All right, let's attach to Unity here. And we'll have to see what it's returning and where it's returning it at. And then we'll go attach to Unity. Oops. What are we not? Are we failing to attach to Unity? What's going on here? Why am I not attaching to Unity? Something is not right. Why am I not attaching? Okay. There's something weird going on here. Open up a new dialog. There's no error messages or anything. It just says. Maybe there is errors. Are there errors in this? Let's clear this. Oh, there is some errors. Warning, warning, warning. So do I have, there's no errors in this list. Oh, there's these errors. Are those errors blocking me? Do I want to run it? I don't know. Do I need to? Well, all right. I do want to hit the hay. I got to get up early, work out, so I get started early tomorrow. Try to get a full day of work in. I've got a lot of things that need to get accomplished. I got to start making real progress on this. I got to get back to my PT training, and so yeah, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots to do. Holiday's over, man. It's time to get some work done.